From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz
Yes.
and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno
This
Mars.
is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Ready to go.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
Amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. When you have nothing to say, why do you always say it to us?
Hi, Deepa. What's going on?
Just chilling, waiting to read the DMs to you like I do every single day.
Yes.
Cannot wait.
What do we have in the DMs today, Deepa?
Ooh, Roz, this is a very scandalous question.
Oh.
Aaron wrote in and said, question for Roz, would you rather share a bed with Maurie for 1 year straight or Mocha for the rest of your life?
This isn't fair. He's going to say Mocha.
Yeah, 100% Mocha.
But that's for the rest of your life.
But whose
like
bed?
With
Like,
Maurie, it's
where
for
is
a
Jenna
year.
sleeping? Where is Catherine sleeping? Where is Matthew sleeping?
I think they're out of the question. It's just the two of you snuggled
pick
up.
Pick me.
We would
Under the covers.
We would have to. No, I couldn't. That would be. I don't know if I would make it that year.
With Dan and Maury?
Yeah. I don't
Like,
know
what
if
are
I
you
would.
afraid
If I
of?
don't know
Like,
if
you
I
think he'd
would.
smother you in your sleep or something?
No, I think I would smother him in his sleep.
Oh.
But apparently I sleep like this.
I don't understand what that
I
is.
don't
That's you
know.
breathing?
That's apparently how I breathe in my sleep.
No, because can I tell you why? Right? Can I tell you why? Because I know if we were forced to, I could sleep in a bed with Mocha, right? We would get up the next morning and every other morning after that and just go about our day and live our lives. If I spent one night in a bed with Maury, he would never shut up about it.
Wait a
Like
minute.
I would
Mocha
have to
has night terrors.
I would have to sleep with Maury and then listen to Maury talking about me sleeping
Yeah.
with Maury every single moment of every single day. And that is what I couldn't deal with.
No, that'll get old fast.
No,
No,
it will
because you would
not.
also talk to other people about having to sleep in the same bed with Roz.
Yeah,
Okay,
believe,
what if there's
believe
an
me,
NDA?
believe me, Maury, you got old fast and you still talk as much.
But Mocha has night terrors.
I don't care. I don't care.
Still choosing me for life,
I
bro.
don't care. I will take all the night terrors over you accidentally touching me with one of those thighs.
Oh, it wouldn't be an accident.
Like, there's
Yeah,
just-
exactly. Maury would make it so creepy.
Yeah.
And the other reason why I
No.
wouldn't trust him, Maury, is
No.
because he would take out his phone and start taking pictures of you while you
Oh
were sleeping.
gosh, yes.
You're worried
So
that's what he would
creepy.
take out? Yeah, exactly.
What else you got, Deepa?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a really good question. I like that one. This next one comes from Michaela. Michaela says, I have a few questions for you guys. The first question is, how do you like to spend your time off with your family? And second random question, does Deepa plan to have kids in the future? So I guess let's tackle part one.
No, let's tackle part 2 first.
Why?
I don't know. It's more interesting.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very much so.
Okay. Yeah, I do. We do want to have kids.
Yeah.
I don't think right now either of us are like financially stable enough or mature enough to have children because we're like 12 at heart. And I feel like because this is the first time that we're living on our own, we're actually learning to take care of ourselves and like dealing with that whole journey. So kids maybe like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years down the line.
What would you say as somebody who moved, you're 26 now,
26, yeah.
right? And as somebody who moved out of her parents' place for the first time and you're now living with your husband who also came from living with his parents, right? Discovering what it's like living without your folks, what would you say as a couple, first time living together is an obstacle that you guys have had to overcome recently that was kind of like a big revelation to both of you?
I think the whole thing in general is a big revelation to both of us because we also have never had roommates before, right? Like it was just families, but this I think at the beginning was like a roommate situation. So you have to learn to like deal with the person breathing funny, which I've talked about a lot on the show.
Oh yeah, you don't like the way
Like-
your husband breathes.
Also, you have to
in the morning. Yeah.
in order for everything else to happen, you guys have to get to the point of where you actually touch one another, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
It,
If you don't do it soon, you never will. If you don't
Well,
do
you
it
know,
soon,
you
you
have
never will.
kids eventually.
Here's a question. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Do you, Deepa, and your husband do your laundry separately, or does one person take care of the load of laundry?
No, one person takes care of it. Like
Okay.
either him or myself will do it. Wait, people do their separate laundry when they're
I
married?
just didn't know because you guys,
Oh.
like you said, you know, it was like roommates, coming together, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys, or sorry, living as roommates, right? Never
Yeah.
having to live with another person before outside of your parents.
So you're okay if he washes and touches your underpants, and you're fine to touch and wash his underpants?
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
That's
like,
that's a
Dan
bit of a
Mocha
shock to me. That's a bit of a shock to
doing-
me. I'll
Really?
be honest with you.
Is-
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Why?
Knowing what we know about you, that's a bit of a shock. I'm not gonna
Guys,
lie.
You don't give me enough
No,
credit.
I
I'm
figured
like
that-
a normal person.
No, I figure you two are at the level of intimacy of where you take your underpants off at the end of the night in secret, throw them in the garbage, and start fresh the next day.
garbage.
So neither of you ever have to see them.
That is false. That is false.
oh, love the DM. Look, we got her starting now. I love
Wait.
the DMs. What?
What?
You didn't answer the first one.
Yeah, nobody
of the
cares.
question.
Nobody
Okay.
cares. No, it's
Sorry,
fine.
Michaela.
Keep your questions and or comments coming in. Whatever you send to us through DM goes to Deepa as well. And we'll do this again. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Deepa.
No problem.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
A whole bunch of DMs to get through. Thank you, everyone, for sending them in to us. Just keep in mind, whatever you send us goes to Deepa as well. Hi, Deepa.
Deepa, what do we got today in the DMs?
I don't know why, but people are obsessed with like all of us fighting each other. So Mike wrote in and said,
Fighting?
"Hey, yeah, like legit, like fist fighting."
Okay.
Mike said, "Hey, if this studio broke out into a brawl, who would win, and in which order between Roz, Mocha, Maurie, Shem, and Deepa?" Such
Okay.
a strange question.
Like if everything just turned into like a battle royale, who
Yeah.
would
Who'd
win?
See, we talked about fighting recently. Like last week when we were talking about like you versus me.
Right.
And I said that I would win, but you said
No,
that
there's
my
no way.
kind nature would
Yeah.
step in the way
Yeah.
and there would be no way that I'd be able to fight you.
No. You
So
would
does that answer then still apply for this situation?
I feel like it would. No, like
Like, would
What
I
would
be
you
the
say
one
different
that
about
tries
this?
to calm the
first of all,
situation down?
Yeah,
and
I think so. Deepa, you would get destroyed right out of the gate.
no. I actually did karate, so I think that I would actually
Hold
be
on,
in, like,
wait.
number
Okay.
one.
How many
level.
years of karate? When did you start and when did you stop?
I think I was like 6.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna say, Deepa, you with all the years of karate, okay, I give you 45 seconds, and just somebody like Shem
Oh,
being the
come on.
size that he is, everything else, he's just going to overpower you. There's no way around that. That's
But,
just
like,
the reality
karate's
of
about
life.
Self-defense.
It's not.
And, like,
it's not. It's
tactical.
It is not. It's not. It's not gonna. Shem is gonna walk up to you. You're gonna hit him a couple times, maybe bloody his nose. He's going to overpower you. That's just the
No.
reality of it. Yes, it is.
Shem.
That's
No,
facts.
Shem, you would never do that to me. Like,
From Albert in me.
Yeah. Damn it, Maurie would start hitting whoever was hitting me. Right? Okay? Like,
I can see that happening,
Okay?
actually.
Step away from my man.
Yes, right? Damn it, Maurie would immediately turn into a defending his man. Right? And so I feel that I would last a little longer just because I would be able to sick Maurie on people.
do you think he will offer that much protection, though? Like, that's the real question here.
No, but I think that he would offer just enough that
Okay.
I could be able to sort of defend myself. I would use
minimum.
Maurie, and I know that if it was just down to me, and if Maurie hid under a desk and all the three of you killed each other, right? And then it was just down, and if it was just down to me and Maurie, do you
Okay.
think that Maurie's going to try and take a swing at me?
Nah.
I don't know.
No.
Punch
You don't
himself.
think
No,
so?
I think Maurie would start punching his own face. Yeah, I really do.
He's also not saying anything, which means it's true.
I don't have my man's talking for me.
What else we got, Deepa?
Ooh, someone just wrote it and said, "Mocha, you cute AF.
Oh.
Thank you for being you."
Excuse me.
What's that person's name?
Ooh. Anonymous. I guess they
Oh.
don't want you to know who they are, but
Did you make that up? Is that made up? That sounds made up.
no.
Well,
Like,
you
do you
think
think
Deepa's
I
gonna
wrote
make
that
that up?
myself?
First of all, Deepa's not going to write those words.
No.
Yeah.
Like, is that not that it came from Deepa? Like, it came from just her brain. Like, she just
No.
made it up to throw
No.
it out. Because usually during the DM deep dive, it's a lot of savagery, right? And she kills both of us.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just a little suspect of this one.
No.
No.
I don't think Deepa would even be able to physically write the words hot as AF. Like
Yeah.
I don't think her body would allow her to do that.
No, it's not natural
Like she'd
for
have to
me.
call her mom and all this stuff. Oh my God, you don't believe what I did today. Like it just wouldn't work out. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Anonymous. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. What else? We got time for one more.
Cool. This comes from Frank. It says, DM for Roz. Have you ever talked to the smooth, cool dude lady after the original conversation? And should she be entitled to some sort of compensation since it's now a staple of the show?
Right. We have talked to her after the fact when she came on. This is a long time ago. When
Years.
Like,
yeah.
if you spitball a year, like how long ago
How
do
long
you
has
think it
Smooth
was?
Cool Dude been around?
I think like 3 or 4 years.
How
at
long,
least.
Maury?
I said 3 years.
Yeah, but I would say about 3 years too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And how this started for anybody who doesn't know the Smooth Cool Dude story was Mocha always asks everybody who calls into the show between Roz and Mocha who's your favorite, and I will always just take the win. I never want to know why somebody says that I'm their favorite because they always say, "Oh, you remind me of my grandfather," or I'm an a-hole just like you, right? Like stuff like that. And
Just
then
facts on facts.
yeah, and then so she had said that I was her favorite, and Mocha asked why, and she goes, "Oh, because Roz is a smooth, cool dude." And as soon as this woman said those words, I knew. I was like, "This is going to end me," and then it's going to end me. And then I spent 2 years that it didn't matter what I posted on social media. Every reply, I could post a picture of a sandwich, and the replies would be "smooth, cool sandwich." I could post a picture of my Christmas tree, "smooth, cool Christmas tree," and it didn't matter what I posted. Smooth, cool dude made its way into every single part of my life.
2017.
Thank you, Maury. 2017 is how long it's
So
been.
it's 5 years then.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
It's been a long time.
Wow.
But no, we haven't had her on recently, and no, I don't think that she deserves anything.
But it's such a big part of the show now.
She donated it.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
like a thank you at least.
A
Like,
thank
hey,
you.
Thanks for
He
starting
wants to
this.
thank her for that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. No, I'm not thanking her for
We
nothing.
will say thank you to everyone for the DMs that you've been sending in to us. Definitely appreciate it because then we talk about them on the radio and we'll do this again. Thanks, Deepa.
No problem.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Things get weird in 3, 2, 1.
I like how now whenever I open up a DM, the first 2 words are always "Hi, Deepa."
Yeah, I know. Oh, all the time. All the time. I got one the other day. Hold on here.
Deepa's here, by the way. We're going to go through some of these DMs.
Deepa, what do we got in the DMs today?
Okay, so the first one here comes from Christy. Oh, Christy's so sweet. She says, Deepa, you are my favorite addition to the show. Well,
Hey.
thanks,
Oh,
Christy.
there you go.
I have a couple questions. First off, Roz used to live in Montreal, so I need to know the backstory. Can he speak and understand French? So there's 2 parts. So let's go with that first and then answer the second half.
No.
What? What do you mean no?
No to both of those questions. I do not speak or understand French.
Oh, I thought you mean you didn't want to answer the question. No, but
no.
what about like living in Montreal? You're born there, right?
Sure.
But
Sure. Some
when did
say.
you move?
Some say.
Do you know?
When I was in like
some say?
grade,
They're
I don't
facts,
know, 2, grade 1,
Oh, okay,
something
yeah. So
like
you have
that.
zero memory.
See, no, I remember it, but what I do remember, I try and block out.
Oh, do you just like actually hate Montreal that much?
I'm fine with it.
Oh.
I'm fine
You
with
don't
it, but
seem
no,
like fine with
anytime you say you're from Montreal, people always assume things. I don't like that.
So have you been back?
Of course,
Like,
yeah,
do you
many
go?
times.
Yeah. Oh,
many
okay.
times. Many times. Yeah, I've been back.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Have
I
you
come
gone to
and
Saint
then I-
Hubert?
And then I come right home.
When you go, do you have fun?
I've had great fun in Montreal.
okay,
Don't get
there
me
you go.
wrong. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. But it's when people, as soon as you tell somebody you're born in Montreal, they start calling you a Montrealer, right? Or they start calling you a Quebecer and all this stuff. I'm none of those things.
Okay.
Right? I'm
So you don't want to
just-
be disassociated
I'm not,
at all?
I'm not on your team.
Okay.
Okay. Like I'm not. You have a lovely city. I love the food. I've had some incredible times in Montreal, but I'm not a Montrealer. It's
Okay.
just It takes a special something to be a Montrealer, and I do not
What
have
does
You
that.
your
just
I don't have
happen
that
to
thing.
have been born there.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Does it
is.
say that on your birth certificate?
Does it say what?
Born in Montreal?
Yeah, I imagine it does.
Yeah, it would have to.
It would
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Can you legally change that?
No, because back in the day when I was born, I think it was like in Montreal. In Montreal, like I still think that like it was a time when birth certificates were like issued by the church.
Oh
you know what
my
I mean?
gosh.
Yeah, like
Really?
yeah, like it's
So
my
what,
birth
it's like-
certificate was weird. I couldn't get a passport with my original Montreal birth certificate. I had to
Really?
apply for a whole
What?
new birth certificate.
Was it like
because
etched in brick at the side of
no,
Notre
it just,
Dame?
No, it just wasn't a legal document. Like no, like the passport office wouldn't take it. I had to apply for a whole new birth certificate because the birth certificate I had when I was like a kid was bogus. Like it was just nobody accepted it.
What else we got, Deepa?
Oh, can I read part 2 of the question?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes, please.
Completely different tangent. Again, this is from Christy. What time do you, Maurie, and Shem go to bed? I know Roz is 11 p.m. on the couch, and Mocha is around like 7:30.
Yeah.
Do you regret how little sleep you get?
Every day I regret
Wait,
how
how
little
many
sleep I
hours?
get.
Like, what time do you wake up, Roz?
I sleep 4 hours a night.
That's
Sorry,
it?
five. My bad. 5 hours a night. 11 till just before 4.
That's why you're grouchy.
Oh,
all the
stop
time.
it! This
there are
isn't.
many
That's
more
not part of the
reasons than just
question. Thank you, Maurie. That's not
It's
part.
just
I
the
mean, shut up, Maurie.
truth.
That's not part of the question. Next, Mocha, how many hours of sleep do you get a night?
Like 6 to 7.
6 to 7.
Yeah.
Shem, how many hours of
Okay.
sleep do you get a night?
About 2.5.
Okay.
Oh,
Two and a
my
half,
Lord.
Shem? That's not good.
Yeah, but he's getting help.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and here comes Maurie with the big lie. How many hours of sleep in a 24-hour period, Maurie? How many hours of sleep are you
Oh,
getting?
24. No, but at night.
No. How many 24-hour period? How many hours of sleep
Okay, I
are
go
you
to
getting?
bed.
12.
I go to bed at 11, and I get up
Yeah.
at 3:30,
Right, and then
and then I sleep for an hour in the afternoon.
more.
No, you sleep for way
More.
No,
longer.
I sleep for,
Sure.
no, I swear. Now it's ever since getting a dog, I can't sleep for more than an hour. He
Also
won't let me.
because his husband's home now.
Yeah.
And,
right.
April 4th!
Yeah.
April 4th,
What-
back to work!
Yo, are you serious? Now this going back to the office on April 4th?
Yes!
Yeah, is that a
Oh
for
my
sure thing?
God.
For sure.
Wow. So what are you going to do with that day, man?
Oh my God,
Private
I already have an
browse.
itinerary.
Yeah.
Pogos and private browsing.
And cheese.
What else we got, Deepa? One more.
Deepa's mentioned a couple times on the show that she is a recent homeowner. How old is she? She sounds really young to be able to own a home. How did she make that happen? And what age did you guys buy your first homes? So I'm 26. I think, yes, I am young to be a homeowner, but to be honest, like my entire life, I've just been super boring. So growing up, I never went out, never like went clubbing, never went to any socials. So I was always at home. So I just saved like so much money over the years.
Nobody calls anything socials.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
you mean
what do
like
call
parties and stuff and like hangouts?
Yeah.
Okay. Like clubs? Like things like that?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So clearly I never did any of those things. But
Never
I
went to a
worked-
disco.
No. So I started working straight out of high school and I just saved. And Thalal was like the same way. And because we lived at home with our parents until we were 25, like we didn't have expenses, right? Like, so because our parents would take care of most of that. So that's how we were able to save. But honestly, it's really tough. Like,
Yeah, of course.
it's crazy. Like mortgage payments make you mature up so friggin' fast. Like we're just like counting pennies now and like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I hope our maintenance fees don't go up. And like, do we really need
They
gas?
Oh,
Like,
they will. They will
Yeah.
go up. They
Because
will
then
go up.
you think about, mortgage, which yes, goes up
Yeah.
and your utilities go up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? And then you have to think about everything else. You got to
Your
buy
yearly
groceries, you have
Yeah.
to pay property tax, you have
Yep.
to do this and that, and it all like piles and piles and piles up. But I
Yeah.
will say, good for you guys being the age that you are for
Thank you.
owning your own home. It's extremely how many people have we heard from over
it's
the course of
impossible. It's so
13 years
hard.
of doing this show from people in Deepa's age demo or
I know.
even older who
I
are trying to
know.
get out of their parents' house
Yeah,
and
it's tough.
just getting into their first home. It's just ridiculous.
I actually don't even think that young people should buy anything right now.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like when we were in the process of looking for our place, like we spent it over a year.
Yeah.
And on average, like all the houses that we were looking at, they had like 50 to 60 offers on them and they were selling for like $200,000 over the listing price.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
Amazing.
you.
Well, thank you for all of your DMs. Appreciate it. We talk about them every single day. Appreciate it, Deepa. Bye.
Bye.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
Get to your DMs that you have been sending in to us the past couple of days. Appreciate it, by the way.
Yeah, Deepa, what do we have in the DMs today?
Okay, this is a really interesting question, but it starts off in the best way possible. Sabrina wrote and said, "Hey, Deepa, I just want to say how much I love you on the radio. You're so funny and totally adorbs. Thanks." Okay, now moving on to the question.
Aw, that's nice.
Question for Roz and Mo. You're just like, Deepa, get to the question, please.
Yeah, look at the look on Maurie's face.
Yeah, Maurie's like,
why are they not saying nice things about me?
You get used to it. You believe me.
So this question is for Roz and Mocha. How do they typically hold their mugs when they're drinking coffee? Is it by the handle? One hand versus two hands? I prefer to cradle the sides with both hands as if I'm holding a baby animal. This is a very interesting
Like a
question.
child?
Yeah, like just
Like
two
a
mugs,
child holding a
two
cup?
hands. Yeah.
No, I just hold it by the handle.
Okay.
What about the option where you could put your hand through the hole?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that, but
Yeah.
most times I pick it up by the handle.
It depends on what mug I'm using. If I have, if I'm having a coffee, I have like a bigger sort of like Yeti mug, like one
Yeah.
of those where my hand actually fits into the handle, and so I'll use the handle. But my hand doesn't fit into I'm like two fingers, or like I gotta like kind of like figure out which ones are gonna go in. So oftentimes, shush, Jesus, Deepa. So often, what I'll do is I will take my middle and my ring finger, and I'll put it through the gap and wrap it around. And then my index finger is above the little thing at the top. And then my pinky hooks under the bottom part of the little thing. And then I grab it that way, and then I bring it to my mouth.
Bruh.
What?
Now.
What?
The worst way to describe
What?
how to hold a mug.
That's like, dog, that's like perfect.
What? What? What'd I do?
Shouldn't have worn my sweats today.
What'd I do?
Shem!
Oh, I just hurt my knee.
What'd I do? What'd I do? What'd I do? I don't know. You guys just all went nuts for a second.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's how we hold coffee mugs. What else we got, Deepa?
Mocha, I sent you a picture that you're going to need to show Roz for this one.
Oh, God, did you?
Yeah. I think I emailed it to you.
This better not be somebody who looks like me again.
How did you know?
What else would you send?
Well, it's something that the fans like. So Kayla wrote in and said, "Hey, Deepa, thought you."
Oh my God, this?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
yeah, read it.
Yeah. So Kayla says, "Hi, Deepa. Thought you and Roz and Mocha and the entire show might enjoy this. I said to my husband today that Tom Green looks like a homeless Roz Weston, and he agreed, and then said, but yeah." Roz Weston also looks like a homeless Roz Weston.
Yo, so we had Tom Green on the show last week, right?
Yeah.
When we were talking about LOL Canada.
Yes.
On Prime Video.
Yes.
And during that time when you and Tom, because it was on Zoom, right?
You can see the video on our social right now.
Right. Thanks,
Anytime it switched over where it was just a solo of you and a solo of Tom, I
Right.
swear, you guys looked identical.
Shut your mouth.
No, seriously.
Really?
Seriously,
I
you guys
can
look
see it.
identical. Here's a picture that, was it Kayla?
Yeah,
That
Kayla.
Kayla sent in of you and Tom Green.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're gray in the same spots.
Now, you guys really do look like twinsies. You could pass as
Well,
brothers.
I mean, we're the same age. I think we're the same age. We have to be close to the same age, me and Tom, right?
Yeah, you're off, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. I wouldn't say this. Okay, can I just clarify something? Because there's a
Absolutely.
difference between saying somebody looks like someone and
Yeah.
then saying two people have the same look.
Okay.
Okay, I would say Tom Green and I have the same look. I don't think Tom Green and I look the same. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
I think
Right?
most people would disagree.
Wow, appreciate
But
that.
what about the fact that you look like the homeless version of
Okay,
yourself?
yeah.
Because I think that was the point she was
Okay,
really
right.
trying
So-
to drive home.
so-
I think that's the point you're trying to drive home right now, Deepa.
No, I'm just circling back to her original
So
statement.
I look like the homeless version of Roz, right? Like
Yeah.
the thing that I was at some point ago. I look like what I would look like if everything did go to hell.
Right.
And
Yeah.
this is where I've wound up.
Uh-huh.
Right.
That's what you look like now.
But
okay.
you want to look homeless.
What in the hell does that mean? What in the hell does that mean?
Like this is goal in the morning.
Isn't that what you're trying to go for?
Wow,
What
Maurie.
the hell does that mean?
Oh
Not
my
cool, man.
God.
Not cool, man.
You know, does Tom Green to his face like that? All right, but we got time for one more. One more.
Oh, we have time for another one still?
Actually,
okay.
no. You're right. You're right.
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you for all the DMs that you have been sending in to us. Keep them coming in, and we talk about them on the radio every day.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Our DM is where all the weird lives.
All right, y'all, time to dig into the DMs.
Deepa, what do we got today?
Okay, so this first one comes from Ashley. Ashley says, I'm not sure if you guys have watched Love is Blind, the new season, but Nick on the show, the contestant, is giving me Roz vibes 100%. And I think it's because they have the same personality and slightly the same type of voice.
Oh.
So I think...
Do you guys
Murphy
watch
Eclipse-
season 2? I haven't.
Yes.
I haven't watched it yet. How is
You
it?
haven't?
No.
It's so good. It's
Really?
like... Did you watch season 1?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. And I'll be honest, like, this is going to sound really bad, but I feel like season 1, they casted like all supermodels. So no matter who you saw on the other side, you're just like, oh my God, they're so hot. But this season was like...
I agree. And it's a
There
tough
was,
thing to
like-
say. It's,
Yeah.
it's a tough thing to
Did
say.
you watch it, Roz?
I watched the first, I think, 2 or 3 episodes, and spoiler alert, there was a proposal in episode 1.
Yeah.
Already?
Right? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like it's a bonkers season. Like
And
it's
did
a
the
it's a
person on
really
the other
crazy
side say
season.
yes?
And the guy is this. I don't know who Nick is. Every time
That's the guy who proposed.
Oh, is
in
it?
The first episode.
Yeah.
That's Nick.
But the great thing about the show is that like this one guy gets busted because he's like playing girls.
Really?
Where he's like, oh, baby, you're my only one. You're like my everything. Do you want to be my girlfriend? And then he's going in the room somewhere else with another woman being like, oh, baby, I love you. Do you want to be my girlfriend? But those 2 girls are going back to the kitchen, talking to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, hey, I was just talking to...
Yeah.
Doug.
Going through their notes.
I'm Doug's girl now.
Yeah. And they're like, no, I'm Doug's girl. Like, it's a crazy episode. It's a crazy season.
Shem, Dan, Maurie, you guys watching
No, I
this
do not.
season?
I don't
No?
watch this. No.
Yeah, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
I bailed after the first 2.
So they're saying, this person, Deepa, is saying that Nick on Love is Blind season 2 sounds like Roz?
Sounds like Roz and reminds them of Roz
A
personality-wise.
piece of audio. Hold on, please.
This is Nick. Who's this?
It's Trisha.
Hey, Trisha. Whatever you say in these pods, it is safe with me. I'm a locked box.
Oh my God.
Cool. What do you do on the weekends?
It depends. I usually hang out with my friends on like Saturday. I like to do yoga.
What are you looking for in a girl?
For me, it's like at the end of the day, if I want to see this person every day, if I'm okay just sitting on the couch with them, if they're okay just sitting on the couch with me.
I love that.
My biggest critique of like dating apps, but just dating in general these days, is
That
like
part
there's this
kinda sounds
illusion
like
of
you.
endless opportunity and endless options. I'm trying to not visualize anyone in my head because I'm trying to
Yeah.
understand, is this someone I can spend the rest of my life with? Or is this someone that I can have, maybe a good time with? And what I really need to do is find someone that is both. I have done so many things in my life that I wanted to do. I'm the first
Okay,
person
so
in my
like a
family to graduate.
little bit.
No
there
way.
are
No, I don't think
certain
so.
parts, a little bit. Like at the very, very beginning. Hold on. At the very, very beginning, kind of sounds a little bit like Roz.
This is Nick. Who's this?
What?
This is Nick. Who's this?
No.
It's Trisha.
Roz, say this is Nick. Who's
Yeah,
this?
this part.
This is Nick. Who's this?
No, like, come on, man.
This is Nick. Who's this?
Now you want me to mimic the man.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
That sounds a little bit like you.
No.
This is Nick. Who's this?
Oh, please.
This is Nick. Who's this?
This is Roz.
First of all, I'm looking at Nick right now. He looks like he's like a short-haired dude, bro, who looks like he'd yell at you for not wiping a machine down at the gym. And
Well, you got to be courteous.
like no.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
No. Thank you.
I don't
no.
think there's any similarities whatsoever.
No.
Ross
no.
doesn't say day like this guy did. He went day.
This is Nick. Who's
Yeah.
this?
That kind of sounds like you. A
No.
little bit.
Oh, this is Nick. Who's this?
See?
Oh my god!
Samesies.
Oh my god!
It's
yes.
like Nick is
Same.
here.
And like Nick throughout the season, he proves that he's like a really lovely, considerate, caring person. So
Again-
if you were to
again,
watch
nothing
the
the
other
same.
episodes, exactly. Very
What-
different.
What else we got, Deepa?
Ooh, this is kind of a throwback. This comes from Joanne. This was like weeks and weeks ago. I think someone named Nazim wrote into the show to ask you guys like if you prefer Guyanese food or if you prefer Pakistani food.
Yeah.
And I think all of you said that you never had Pakistani food before.
I don't think I have.
so-
I think maybe I have.
Well,
but I just
she
don't.
she wrote in with like a ton of dishes that are considered quote Pakistani dishes.
Okay.
So she's
okay.
like, okay, some of the dishes you have to try are butter chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had butter chicken before.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, I love butter chicken.
Yeah, delicious.
Halim, which is like lentils, wheat, barley, and shredded meat. Nahari, that's slow-cooked lamb shank, and I think that's actually the national dish of Pakistan.
Not a fan of lamb.
No?
Really?
No.
Yo, I love lamb.
Some people do. Some people do. I'm not a fan of lamb, man.
Even when it's slow-cooked and it's like
No.
falling off the bone?
I'm not a
really?
fan of slow-cooked meat.
Not at all.
No,
What?
I like my meat, like, I don't like it to be so pulley aparty. I like it to be like, I'm not a fan of like pulled pork sandwiches and stuff like
oh
that.
Oh my God, I love pulled pork sandwiches.
No, or
So
like
good.
braised short ribs
Yeah,
and that kind of thing.
yeah.
I'll eat them. Never will I make them. I'm just
Really?
not a fan. No, I like my meat should fight. I'm not going to say it should fight back a little bit, but I like I like a steak. I like meat in its sort of not natural form because
You
that
want
would
to
be
fight
gross.
for it, not fight for it. Sorry, you want to work for it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it all pulling apart. Like that's not my thing.
Yeah.
Not my thing at all.
Okay.
But I love a curry. I love a butter. What does it matter, Maury?
You want to fight for your meat?
Shut up with this.
What else, Deepa? What else are they suggesting? What other food dishes?
There is something else called pakora. It's like crispy
yeah.
fried fritters.
Oh, I've
Love
had that before.
pakoras.
Yeah.
They're so good as samosas. So
Love
these are
them.
some really like general things that kind of cross combo are considered like Indian and Pakistani dishes.
So maybe I've had
So I
them.
think
Everyone's had butter chicken. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Vindaloo. I'll go vindaloo before I go butter chicken.
What's vindaloo?
What, really?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Or maybe I do, but you just have to explain.
it's more of a darker red sauce as opposed to a creamy like orange sauce.
I've had
Vindaloo-
that too.
And when you ask for something incredibly spicy, vindaloo is the dish that they will do incredibly spicy as opposed to like a butter chicken.
Well, there you
I'm
go.
just hungry.
Vindaloo.
Thank you.
Also, maybe somebody in the audience who can help me that's Indian, right?
Yeah.
Can you help me out with this? What's your trick, okay, for eating tandoori and not having red fingers for 2 days?
Use a fork.
But I don't want to use a fork. I want to get in there with my hands.
Yeah, because you want to get all the chicken.
I want to get all the chicken, and then I got red fingertips.
I know.
Right?
I caught you red-handed.
Jeez.
Okay, perfect time to end this. Thank you very much, Deepa. Thank you, everybody, for all of your DMs. We appreciate it. We talk about them on the radio every day.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.